Solving length word problems isn't as hard as you think. Let's see how we can use the Singapore math model drawing method to do it. Here's a length question example. Jane used 3/5 meters of ribbon to tie a present. Here's a bar to represent the length of ribbon Jane used. How long is her ribbon? It is 3/5 meters long. We're given that Vivian used 1/2 meters more ribbon than Jane to make some bows. Let's draw another bar to represent the length of ribbon Vivian used. Since Vivian used more ribbon than Jane, we'll draw a longer bar to represent the length of ribbon that Vivian used. What does this extra part here represent? Yes, it represents the difference in the length of the two ribbon used. How long is this difference? If you said 1/2 meters, you're right. Give yourself a pat on the back. What are we supposed to solve? How much ribbon did they use altogether? How can we use our model to find the answer? First, we can add the values of these two parts together. This would tell us the length of the ribbon that Vivian used. Once we know that, we can find the total length of the ribbon that Jane and Vivian used altogether by adding this to the length of the ribbon that Jane used. Are you ready to solve this? Let's add 3/5 and 1/2. Notice how the denominators are not the same? What should we do when we're adding fractions with different denominators? Yes, we need to make the denominators the same. What is a common multiple of 5 and 2? I hope you said 10. Let's look at the fraction 3/5. To turn this 5 into 10, we can multiply 5 by 2. When we do that, we'll also need to make sure that we do the same to the numerator as well. 3 times 2 is 6. So 3/5 is the same as 6/10. Great! Next, let's turn the fraction 1/2 into its equivalent fraction with 10 at the bottom. Since we already know that we can multiply 2 by 5 to get 10 at the bottom, we can also multiply the 1 on top by 5. This gives us an equivalent fraction of 5/10. Now that both denominators are the same, we can add them. 6/10 plus 5/10 is 11/10. Did you get that? Since we'll need to add this to the length of the ribbon that Jane used in the next step, let's leave the fraction as an improper fraction for the time being. The length of the ribbon that Vivian used is 11/10 meters. How long is the ribbon that Jane used? Yes, it is 3/5 meters, or 6/10 meters. What do we get when we add 11/10 and 6/10? I hope you got 17/10. Since this is going to be our answer, we need to change this improper fraction into a mixed number. 17/10 is the same as 1 and 7/10. Jane and Vivian used 1 and 7/10 meters of ribbon altogether. Can you think of another way to solve this problem? From our model, we can see that Vivian's bar is as long as Jane's. This means that each bar must represent 3/5 meters. So instead of doing 2 steps, we can also add all the values in our model. 3/5 plus 3/5 is 6/5. Then, when we add 6/5 and 1/2, we need to make their denominators the same again. See how this gives us the same answer of 1 and 7/10 meters? Are such length word problems easy for you?